1:27 to go in the second period. LaFontaine on the face-off. It is shot to the corner. Desjardins for Smith. Back to Desjardins. He will come around to the near side, being watched by Olczyk for checking for the Americans. Canada having more difficulty getting out than they did in the first period. And now it is fed on the left side to Corson. Corson back to Courtnall into Smith. Rebound in front. Lindros kicks away at it. There's going to be a penalty here. Desjardins shooting, and it's gloved by Richter. So Canada will get the power play chance in a moment. This is the Labatt Canada Cup on CTV. It is a holding penalty to Pat LaFontaine, enabling Canada to use the power play.
Well, for Canada, they finally got a defenseman into the rush. Russ Courtnall with a marvelous pass here through to Steve Smith. That set up the offensive play. And you see Lindros, he would have had himself a shot on goal if Patty LaFontaine had not held his hockey stick. So now it's power play time for Canada, who's had trouble sustaining offense here in the second period.
A critical power play opportunity with 5:01 to play in the second period. Hockey sweeping it back to his point man McInnes. Over on the far side for Larmer. Big Lindros circling in front. Blocked. Into the corner by Richter. McInnes. For Lindros in front, he couldn't get to it as Coffey came to the net.
See, Team USA wants Larmer to shoot the puck. They don't want McInnes to shoot it. So far, Larmer has twice. McInnes has not. They're taking away the pass to Al McInnes.
Miller everywhere, checking Messier on this power play. Lindros now will feed Messier on the left side. In they go. Back for Coffey, and he shoots it wide. Messier. Big Lindros in behind. Brings it out in front. The Americans calmly collect it. And Suter will shoot it down the ice to relieve the pressure. The penalty is half over.
Without Gretzky, Team Canada can't be as fancy, Don. They've got to get the puck to the point man, jam the front of the net, and look for a good old-fashioned, hard-working goal.
United States clears once again. Howard 40 seconds to go on the penalty. McInnes shooting it in. And Brown brings it right out again. A pass to Otto. He'll sweep it down to the corner, then head for the bench. 30 seconds and LaFontaine's sentence remain. Coffey skating freely inside the line. Howard keeps it in off his skates. Mullen bumps him. And Tocchet can't hold it. They clear with 15 seconds to go in the power play. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the second period. We are tied at 2. Game 2 of the Labatt Canada Cup. Fleury inside the blue line. Americans quickly recover and shoot it down the ice. And LaFontaine is back on with the puck inside the blue line against Murphy. Fleury comes up with it. Now they bring it out to Fleury at center ice. He has Robitaille on his far right going in, leaving it for Robitaille. Nice move, shooting. Shot wide of the short side. Now Murphy. 2:39 to go in the second period. Weinrich clearing. And we have a stoppage in play.
We have a penalty upcoming against Team USA as Theo Fleury draws another one. Team USA with some good penalty killing will be forced to perform it again. This time it's a high sticking call against Kevin Hatcher. Fleury, it seems, has not had the same amount of ice time in this game as what he normally gets. Jeremy Roenick is just now left with the team doctor towards the American locker room. So we'll try and find out what that's all about. There you see Hatcher with his work.
Comes with 2:34 to go in the second period. A high sticking call to Hatcher. Tim Taylor, the acting coach of the United States team for Bob Johnson.
He will be going into his 16th season at Yale University. Bob Bruck, Bob Kadowski, Randy Wood playing in this game. All playing under Tim Taylor. Chelios getting loads of work along with Gary Suter on the backside when it comes to penalty killing.
Canada's got the Messier, Lindros, Larmer combination on the ice now. The spearhead the power play. Coffey and the ever dangerous McInnes are out there. They get it back to Coffey. Now feeds McInnes. His shot handled by Richter. He'll stop it and force a faceoff.
A harmless play by Al McInnes, who ended up on the far boards as the Canadian club changed their alignment a little bit. The Americans are having troubles winning draws in their own zone when they're penalty killing, Don. But they're reacting well to it, and Al McInnes just took a harmless shot from the boards that Mike Richter basically toyed with.
Dug back for McInnes. Larmer, McInnes feeding Lindros over on the far side, sweeping it to Messier in behind. Now Messier plays it across. Here's the shot. Light blink, but it never did go in. It was off the mesh. Larmer, McInnes. Messier getting it out to Larmer. He shoots, and Coffey redirects that wide. A minute 23, lots of time left on this power play. At the United States, Chris Chelios has it now. And kills some time by shooting it back at Canada's net.
Oh, no, we see some action. Lindros was being worked over by Chelios with the cross checks as he tried to stand in front of Mike Richter.
Bouncing puck inside the American blue line. Messier almost stole that. And it's whistled down on the outside. A minute and 2 left in Hatcher's penalty.
We're watching this power play develop. Normally, when Al McInnes is on a power play, he controls the puck and gets 3 or 4 shots. But he has been eliminated from getting the puck on this power play. So the other players are trying to move around and get something going. Paul Stewart now checking with the goal judge to see why he put the light on. Now at the top, you see Joel Otto working and staying up high, so Al McInnes can't get the puck. In front is Lindros. He backs right in. Coffey moved across through the slot to try to get the redirection, but Al McInnes just isn't there. They've taken him effectively away so far on the power play. Paul Stewart did go to the goal judge and ask him about the trigger finger there, a little quick.
He saw that head flutter, and it was from the outside.
And the referee has to check that out. Now, the Canadian club on the power play in the USA zone, Don, they've won the last 4 faceoffs in that zone. And the Americans were not happy with the faceoff win percentage in game 1 at all.
Miller, the dominant player for the United States tonight, winning that faceoff, and they shoot it down the ice. 55 seconds to go in the penalty to Kevin Hatcher. A minute and 25 left in the second period. A 2-2 tie as Robitaille sends Harachuck inside the line. Harachuck leaving it for Brendan Shanahan. Now Murphy will squeeze it down the boards. Tinordi in there. Tries to get it to Robitaille. Putting the pressure on now. Comes back out to the point. Murphy will backhand it to Robitaille in the corner. Robitaille again with 30 seconds to go on the power play. In behind the net. Slides out in front, and here is Murphy passing it. The quick relay doesn't work. The final minute of the second period's underway. Murphy across the ice for Tinordi, and it is cleared by Weinrich as the net comes loose.
Net was knocked off the mooring as Harachuck and Jimmy Johnson got involved. This American club, with their penalty killing, and it's nearly 4 minutes straight here in the bottom half of the second period, has been pretty close to perfect. You see Harachuck drive to the net. Johnson picks them up like he should. And then you see here the net casually knocked off the mooring. Johnson picking up Dale Harachuck nicely. Well, this power play just hasn't worked very much in the tournament for Team Canada. The one game they scored 4 against the Americans. Other than that, it's been a tough run.
Messier has shown good leadership tonight. Harachuck on occasion has too, but really, no one has really been able to, and you wouldn't expect they could, pick up the void left and fill it in, left by Wayne Gretzky. He means so much to the power play and the penalty killing opportunities. While they've had their chances tonight, it's a disorganized power play without him for the most part. 17 seconds left in this opportunity and 51 seconds in the period. Sutter for Canada. against Otto. Here's Graham digging it free. Over to Smith, they send it. Desjardins over on the right point. And Sutter goes to the corner with it. In behind the net. And Paul Stewart stops the play right there. The face-off coming outside the blue line.
The puck on the back of the net, so I think it went off of Graham, the Canadian winger, so the puck does come outside. That was another example, Don, of Joel Otto is seeing so much ice time that to me he looks like he's wearing somewhat. He lost another face-off in the zone, that time to Brent Sutter. This guy gives every ounce of energy he has when he plays the game. But when you see him lose face-offs like he has, you begin to wonder, does that mean his timing's getting off a little bit because he's beginning to get worn down a little bit?
Well, if he's wearing down, if Roenick hasn't been out there for a while, and if Leach isn't playing, I'll tell you, they're doing a remarkable job, this American team.
I haven't seen the American defense in this tournament play like they have here. They have been tough, they have been mean, and they've given up very little.
Hatcher comes back on the ice. They've defended another penalty-killing situation beautifully. 29 seconds now as the icing will bring the faceoff back to Richter's right. This was an American team that came into a game not willing to give up the Canada Cup dream, and even falling behind 2-0 in the first period didn't dissuade them. They battled back with heart here in the second.
It's a credit to their talents, absolutely, for sure. And you see here in the second period, they're certainly not afraid of icing the puck, slowing things down, and the Canadians have been unable to sustain that strong forecheck that they've become known for in this tournament. Joel Otto comes right back on for another face-off.
Against Messier. He's got Corson and Lindros with him, who's shot wide. Now Modano, 22 seconds to go. A pass to Granata, who backhands it down to the Canadian corner. Desjardins gets there first. Modano was watching him. Lindros clears it over the blue line. A dozen seconds remain now in the second period. Stevens into the neutral zone. And they whistle it with 3 seconds to play. Granato and Stevens wanting to get together.
Tony Granato gave Stevens a shove. With just 3 seconds remaining here, the linesman would love for everything just to settle down and get out of here.
Now Otto having words with Stevens also.
Shane Corson involved. Messier is ready for the puck to be dropped. Tell you, Don, going into the third period, or going into this intermission, first of all, Team USA has to be worried about what the problem is with Jeremy Roenick. And the other thing is, I don't think coaching becomes involved now very much. These players know exactly what's at stake, and they'll just prepare themselves for what should be a fabulous third period.
It's been an outstanding hockey game so far. Tied at 2 in the Labatt Canada Cup, far from being settled for 1991. And there go the final 3 seconds of the second period that saw the United States come back on goals by Roenick and Miller and tie this game at 2. Two it is. This is the Labatt Canada Cup on CTV.